2NURFM News. For our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay. Open 7 days for your convenience.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Georgia Lupton with 2NURFM Hunter News. Bulga residents are hoping a change in government policy on mining will work in their favour as the Planning Assessment Commission considers submissions for and against the proposed Mount Thorley-Warkworth mine expansion this week. Rio Tinto says the expansion is necessary to protect the jobs of 1,300 workers at the mine. However, the Bulga-Milbrodale Progress Association argues the project will destroy the village. Association President John Cray believes the policy change to give equal weight to economic, social and environmental considerations should force the PAC to reconsider the court's original rejection of the mine expansion.
So we'll be pressing today for the PAC to seriously now consider the courts and what they said in their judgment in our favour 2 years ago.
A 35-year-old man has been airlifted to the John Hunter Hospital after a quad bike accident at Bob's Farm in the early hours of this morning. The man and a friend were riding quad bikes near Cromarty Lane when the man came off his bike and was pinned down. The man suffered from injuries to his leg and chest and also complained of back pain. Glenn Rampland from the Hunters Westpac Rescue Helicopter says he is hopeful the man will recover from his injuries.
There were two gentlemen out on a quad bike. They'd been over to the dunes at Stockton and were heading back toward their property at Bob's Farm when they rolled the quad bike approximately 4 o'clock this morning. He was dropped off to John Hunter and probably x-rays and everything done, and hopefully he'll make a full recovery.
A man has been charged and a woman has been admitted to hospital following a two-vehicle crash in Toronto. The crash occurred around 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. The man is believed to have had a blood alcohol reading of 0.117 and was allegedly found to be in possession of cannabis. Rory O'Connor from police headquarters says the woman remains in a critical condition in the John Hunter Hospital after the accident.
He attempted to make a right-hand turn. At the same time, a 23-year-old Edgeworth woman was riding a scooter north along Carey Street when the two vehicles collided. Emergency services attended the scene and the woman was treated by ambulance paramedics before being taken to John Hunter Hospital, where she remains in a critical condition.
Custodians of the Nelson Bay Golf Club have vowed to rebuild better than before following a fire which caused substantial damage to majority of the building. It has been estimated the fire, which started in the roof cavity and spread throughout the building, has caused around $10 million worth of damage. President of Nelson Bay Golf Club, Max Pride, says investigations into the cause of the fire are continuing, but insurance will cover the cost of repairs.
We are fully insured and in close contact with our insurance brokers and assessors. The police investigation is still continuing. The site is actually still a crime scene. That investigation should be finished around about mid-morning this morning. The fire brigade have finished their investigation, so we may have more information later on today.
Scone residents have been angered by council's decision to sell the town library without community consultation. The library and neighbourhood centre was sold to Scone businessman Jason Brooks in a confidential meeting in June and not made public until Friday, with council claiming an administrative error. Councillor Kiwa Fisher says the deal included a secrecy clause on the part of the buyer.
There was this commercial in confidence thing attached to it, which came from the purchaser. And to be quite honest, if that deal hadn't proceeded or had fallen over, then, we weren't out there looking to sell the library building. It wasn't on the agenda.
In finance, the All Ords is down 23 points at 50.37 and $1 Australian is buying 69.32 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Knights have won Newcastle's second wooden spoon for 2015 by picking up 16th place on the NRL ladder. The Knights joined the Jets as last place getters, but the title of wooden spooners isn't something departing captain Kurt Gidley is willing to concede.
I don't have a really comment on those couple of words. Don't want them to come out of my mouth, to be honest, because I prefer to look back, mate, over my whole career, to be honest, rather than this game and this year.
There's still hope for Newcastle, though, as the Knights' New South Wales Cup side will take on Penrith in the second week of the finals after beating Manly 45-6. Newcastle Hunter Rugby League minor premiers Hamilton have lost their semi-final against Wanderers 28-24 and will have their season on the line against the Waratahs on Saturday. The Waratahs won a fiery clash against Merewether 34-28 to stay in the finals. Cessnock have kept their real NRL season alive by beating Central 48-4 on Saturday. The Goannas will now have to beat Macquarie in order to earn a preliminary final spot, while Lakes will take on West for a place in the grand final. That's sport. I'm Jacinta Lee.
2NURFM News Time is coming up to 2:05.